From The Miz and Maurice ending up together against all odds, to Triple H and Stephanie McMahon's famous power couple, here are the WWE couples that are together in real life. But I have to start with The Miz and Marcy ending up together in real life, because the WWE tried its best to avoid that from happening. It's true, guys. Sometimes even those stage romances we see on our TV screens can turn into true love. Look, Miz has always been a mid-carder in the WWE. He was never one of the biggest superstars in the industry, probably because he tried entertaining his fans through his funny segments rather than his actual wrestling skills. But in the end, his funny streak paid off because it made Marcy fall in love with him. It wasn't too easy though.
And the determination that she has. And I want that to be around me because it resonates off her onto me, and it drives me to be the best I possibly can be.
The two had some interactions on the screen, but Marcy, well, she wasn't impressed by him at all. The WWE admins also decided to step in and make this couple a thing, but for some reason, they backed off and gave up on this potential couple entirely. Poor Miz. What the admins didn't know, though, was that they'd actually end up getting married anyway. They finally tied the knot in 2014. Now, fast forward to 2023, and they've got two little ones together as well. It was a huge win for the American wrestler. The two are still making appearances in the WWE on the show segment Miz TV. Good for you, man. Good for you. The next couple, though, took the secrecy of their relationship to the next level. I'm talking about Tyson Kidd and Natalya. Kidd was one of the brightest superstars in the wrestling business. He loved taking risks, putting everything on the line just to entertain his fans. Our guy right here was pretty good friends with Terry Smith and Harry Smith since he was 10 years old. Thanks to that, he spent quite a lot of time living with that family, and luckily for him, Nat was also a part of it. So the two became pretty good friends at a very young age. They were so close that they even entered the wrestling scene together, and the WWE decided to put Kidd in the same faction of the Hart dynasty as David Hart Smith. Initially, all three wrestlers were one package, until Natalya got her own chance in the industry. What's crazy is that the two were dating each other for a long time, but no one had any clue about it until their relationship was finally revealed to the world in Total Divas. It was a shock for the WWE universe. I mean, sure, everyone wanted to see them together, but finding out they were being sneaky all this time was still a surprise. Then the WWE finally decided that it was time to make their relationship a part of their act. Unfortunately though, not everybody's lucky like that. This next wrestler was actually fired after marrying the love of his life. I'm not kidding. This happened to CM Punk after he married AJ Lee in 2014. Imagine losing your job on your wedding day. But Punk wasn't the only guy she dated, at least not in the WWE. In 2012, she had this notorious serial dating sort of reputation. She was with some of the most popular stars in the industry, like John Cena, Daniel Bryan, and Kane. But Punk was really the only guy she went out with in real life and had a great time with. The fans absolutely loved their on-screen chemistry. Then, in 2014, came the turning point for their relationship. CM Punk married her, but right on his wedding day, the wrestler found out that the organization had fired him. Oops. Maybe the CEO of the WWE at the time, Vince McMahon, had other plans for the couple, and their wedding completely spoiled them? The good thing is that despite all this drama, the couple stayed together and are still together to this day 9 years in. This was one of the sweetest couples in the industry for sure, because the love for their segments on TV was something else. Oh, and since I invoked the name of Daniel Bryan, I'll let you know that his thing with AJ Lee was just for show. His real love life was very different. Yep, it was Brie Bella whom Bryan married in 2014. Bryan was a pretty successful superstar in the WWE. He achieved so many great things with the company, from being a tag team champ with Kane to winning the undisputed heavyweight championship at WrestleMania. He did it all. The Bella twins were pretty successful themselves too. They debuted in 2008 and rose to fame real quick because of their looks and their in-ring performances. Interestingly though, both of them had a crush on Daniel in 2010. They even used to fight amongst themselves for him and accompany him for all his matches. Both of them desperately wanted his attention at all costs. They were even seen kissing him for a moment on screen in one segment of the WWE, but obviously Daniel had to make a choice, and later it was revealed that Brie and Bryan were dating each other without anyone noticing. They got married in 2014 and have 2 little kids together. Now let's talk about someone who Bryan knows pretty well. It's the Beast incarnate Brock Lesnar and his wife Sable, and their relationship technically started all the way back in a storyline. When Lesnar turned heel in 2003, it basically placed him in McMahon's inner circle. While he was having an affair with Sable on screen, the fans always had their suspicions whenever Brock flirted with her on TV, but they couldn't get anything concrete out of it at the moment. It was actually when their time in the WWE came to an end that the world found out the couple was dating each other in real life as well. The WWE Universe was shocked big time because nobody thought their chemistry could be that good behind the cameras. Brock actually doesn't seem like the flirty romantic type, which is why the whole thing was pretty hard to believe. Even though both of them left the company, Brock did make several comebacks, but Sable, on the other hand, chose never to return. Speaking of the couples who say goodbye to the company, this next one's loss was a huge blow to the fans. Drumroll. Rusev and Lana. The Bulgarian Beast Rusev debuted in 2014. Lana was only his manager at the time. He just loved to throw wrestlers all over the ring and make them feel the pain. And the fans were crazy about their unique chemistry because both of them had very aggressive attitudes toward other wrestlers. But the thing is, they didn't remain just friends for long and quickly upgraded to being much more. Their bond grew stronger over time and they started dating each other in real life. Soon enough, they knew it was serious. So they decided to get married peacefully in 2016. Now, everybody expected them to be a real-life couple, but what no one saw coming was what happened in 2020. The company suffered some big losses because of the COVID-19 pandemic, and they had let many wrestlers go. Unfortunately, Rusev was one of them. WWE had to release the Bulgarian wrestler in April 2020, but in September of the same year, he joined All Elite Wrestling and is actually doing well there. This couple really was loved by the fans. But there's another pair who the fans absolutely adore these days: Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. I mean, 2023 is theirs. They're the hottest couple right now in the WWE. They started getting to know each other when they met during backstage segments or during the mixed gender tag team matches. Plus, both of them were holding the biggest titles in their respective divisions at the same time around WrestleMania 35. Rollins defeated the Beast, Lesnar, to win the Universal Championship, while Becky defeated Charlotte and Ronda Rousey to become the Women's Champion. Safe to say, both of them are championship material. As for their relationship, they kept it private for a while, but when they finally did announce it on social media, WWE pounced on that opportunity right away and booked the couple for a mixed tag team match against Corbin and Lacey Evans. And obviously, Seth and Lynch won that bout after beating the heck out of the other two. Now, they might be the hot new thing, but they aren't even close to being the most popular romance in the history of the company, because that title belongs to Triple H and Stephanie's power couple. The Game and Steph are the oldest pair in the business. It all started between 1999 and 2003, when the WWE built a completely different storyline for them. At first, Stephanie hated Triple H for some reason, but she still fell in love with him during their backstage segments and storylines. The strangest thing about their love story is that they even had to wrestle each other for titles, which is obviously because the company wanted some drama for their characters. The reality was different. They got along really well. Still, there were many ups and downs, but they got over everything and finally tied the knot in 2003. 20 years later, they're still happily married and run the WWE together. So there you have it. From Triple H and Stephanie McMahon's famous power couple to The Miz and Marcy ending up together when the WWE didn't want them to. This was the WWE couples that are together in real life.